Hey, what's happening, y'all? It's your boy Dealer back with another Modern Era G.I. Joe video. And for this video, we're going to be taking a blast to the past, down memory lane, and we're going to be looking at the Steel Crusher APV with Nitro Viper. Yeah, that's a mouthful. Say that 3 times fast. So, this is back when the file cards were like on the actual physical packaging before they started including them on the inside. So there is that. For those of you that haven't seen it yet, it's what the side of the box looked like. It's what the rear of the packaging looked like. And that, you know, this bad boy here was quite the sight to behold. Wrong time, in my opinion, because he should never have been packaged with this. This is supposed to be the updated version of the Motor Viper, which is the stun driver. So I have all of mine are designated to my stuns. These units in my Cobra army sort of serve as like a, you know, whoever wants to man the wheel can man the wheel. I have a Retaliation Cobra Trooper manning one of them. Resolute Firefly manning another, a Saw Viper from the 50th anniversary manning another one of these. So, you know, to each his own. If you're one of those like completists, that's what the bio looks like. For those of you that haven't seen this packaging. But yeah, so I mean, for those of you that are a completist, you probably have your Nitro Viper manning your Steel Crusher. I, on the other hand, have my Nitro Vipers manning my Cobra stuns because, in my opinion, that is where they need to be. There's the dossier for G.I. Joe, as it was written to accommodate the, I don't even know, like the international marketing for this sub-brand. So now that we've got that all out the way, really a phenomenal vehicle. I'm going to cut and bring it on camera, and we will come back and we will talk business. 2 hot seconds. Be right back with you. All right, y'all. So I'm back, and here is what the actual unit looks like. So great line work all the way through. Nice detailing on the light there. You've got this back door that's sculpted. It doesn't serve any real purpose other than to showcase that it's there. There is this tab that folds down, revealing that pegged missile. This door opens, allowing accommodation for a second figure, and that's what the internal compartment looks like up close. Great detailing all the way around, even so far as to give line work on the inside of the door, which that sort of detailing that's missed on a lot of toys these days. Truly reminiscent of an era where, you know, it was what is it, quality over quantity, and they made these in mass too. So good detailing on the rim. These tires are rubber, and this thing does roll really smooth. This thing does have some heft to it. It does have some weight. Yeah, feels really solid. Coming around to the front, you have this great sculpt work here showcasing the traditional Hummer grill with the metal sort of, I don't even know what this is. Just grill on top of grills, Cadillac grills, Cadillac thrills. So yeah, so great detailing on the lights there. That is translucent plastic. Nice additional accents for the blinkers or the turn indicators there. And then you have these sort of like, I guess these are fog lamps, weather lamps. I don't even know what the technical term is, but those are there too. Nice detailing on the hood of the unit. Showcasing the roof here, so great line work all the way around there. You do have pegs here to accommodate additional figures, so they could literally like crouch and assume, you know, take up defensive measures there on the roof, whatever. Another tab here revealing another pegged missile. Once again, these sculpted not. Now, what would have been cool is if this thing would have opened and accommodated this pegged missile gimmick here. So, really, really cool. Great detail work here on the front quarter panel. Again, just you see that the attention to detail was there. You have sort of like the diamond, you know, metal plate finished details in there. 2 additional pegs for 2 figures. You've got a painted gas cap. So I mean, really, like, yes, this thing it's like a blacked out vehicle, but it still showcases enough detail in the stickers, add that subtle breakup that you need, and then this thing here being sort of this gunmetal or charcoal gray finish here, it really does a really good job of breaking this thing up. Should be noted, comes with this accessory. What this does here is when you choose to, so you can have this displayed as your regular standalone Hummer, right? You can then plug this into the front, which adds that street plow to the front there. And then what you could do is you could slide this forward here, right? And then you take out this, you flip this thing over, and now all of a sudden you've gone from a street ready, you know, retail sort of H2, H4 Hummer, H8, whatever they had, to this militarized, I've got a missile launcher in the back, I've got a spot here to, you know, accommodate another figure, you know, poking out of the roof there. So yeah, really, really cool gimmicks on this thing. So that's what it looks like from the front with the plow on accessory on there. Should be noted too, this thing does have some side view mirrors, and that adds an extra nice flare of detail. So I'm gonna flip this back up. Oh, should be noted, 3 missiles do sit in there in reserve. So if you choose to utilize the missile gimmick launcher, which I really don't, I leave this thing down, and then I just slide this thing to the back, and that's how this unit is primarily displayed. I do leave the plow on though. And then on the back here you have these nice 3 dome lights, and then notice the official Hummer name. Really great job paint wise on the tail lights here. And then I don't recall if they had license plate decals or not. I don't know. I acquired this in trade with 3 other units that are like it. Couldn't pass up that offer, so really, really fair deal. And then if you'll note, I have Resolute Firefly taking up the driver's mantle for this here. So, all right, well, that's it for the vehicle itself. We'll come back and we'll take a look at the driver here in just a second. All right, so I'm back, and this is what the Nitro Viper looks like. And look, no one's going to sit here and tell me that this isn't an updated stun driver, because it is. It does have this cool gimmick where the visor flips up, revealing sort of this generic trooper underneath. Vest, I want to say, is almost a 1-for-1 down to this detail here. The hoses, etc. for the Motor Viper. I think that it sort of loses itself here on the thighs, but then regains traction here on the lower boots, because if I recall, the Motor Viper sort of had these boots that kind of went up and at an angle here. However, character is cast in what I will dub the Cobra dark blue, whereas the vintage had sort of a what do we call it, sky blue accent. I don't recall if I actually painted this these detailings here. I wouldn't be surprised if I did. So yeah. Not sure if this stuff here was painted or not. Don't really recall. But I wouldn't be surprised if I did have to add these detailings, because I get it. Like, you want to cut where you can. This also here has been painted as well to sort of match the vintage one, because right out of the box this was clear, and for me it wasn't cutting it. I almost took it upon myself to do a full repaint of the figure, but we'll just bring the vintage one on here on camera side for side. But if you look at it, it wouldn't really be a 1-for-1, right? So there's that. However, you know, now that I'm looking at this, there might be areas where I could go add some black accents, but to do the look at that. I mean, look at that. Look at that. That is the vest is a 1-for-1. The upper arms, they could have done a better choice. They could have used like the Range Viper upper arms or whatever, whatever figure those were from, to sort of mirror that. But seriously, this thing here is a straight update, cast in all Cobra blue, as opposed to being Cobra blue and having the sky blue accents on it. So yeah, so that is this package in its entirety. I think here's the deal. Like, I procured several of these units in trade. If you can do the same, I say go for it. I don't know what these are hitting for in the second market. Last I heard, they were going for quite a bit of coin. Even so, if you have not had the chance to procure one of these, I would highly suggest at least getting one, just to fill a slot, 2 slots in your collection. You can add the official Cobra H2 Hummer to your collection, and then you can add an updated Motor Viper, as you can clearly see here, to your collection as well. And I think this figure looks good in the stun driver seat, just as good as this guy does. So that's all for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you like what you see, please subscribe. Till next time, take care. We'll catch you on the flip side in the next video. Thanks a lot.